DemButlers once again giving you a review of Escape This, Dallas. We personally visited the Farmers Branch Addison location off of Spring Valley Road in Midway and had a very enjoyable time. This was our first time personally doing any type of activity of this nature. Now, for those of you who have never heard of this type of activity, Escape This is based upon your brain activity. It's somewhat of a CSI meet investigative discovery. You have to solve puzzles, crime. You're locked in a room, but I will go into more details about that. You're not locked, but you're in a room and you have to solve a crime or a riddle, and you're trying to get to the conclusion of who did it, or a mystery, in order to beat a timer and beat the previous team and to be the winner. So the actual location that we went to, as I just said, was the Addison Farmers Branch area. Now, I will say this particular location is in a shopping center. It's somewhat hard to locate. It's one of those suites that each individual number you have to drive through before you actually find the address. And there wasn't really any signage on the outside, so that was a little hard to find. I will say that there wasn't like a big sign, this is where we're located. But outside of that, plenty of parking. Came right in, met us right at the door. Personal attention, really loved that. We had a 1.5-year-old with us, and they welcomed us. They did not make us feel as if the toddler wasn't welcome. It was a family atmosphere, so we had a 1.5-year-old, a 12-year-old, and everybody else were adults as far as 20 to 45 years old. The team itself, you can book up to 10 people in a room. Now, I will say, if you book anybody probably more than 10 people, or if you book up to 10 people, you're probably going to be very uncomfortable. The rooms themselves are probably, if I would describe them, about the size of a normal house bedroom. And I mean the normal bedroom, not the master bedroom. I mean like your normal guest size bedroom, if not smaller. These are not big rooms, so do not think that you're in a gym or an auditorium or something of that nature. So if you're somewhat claustrophobic, you're closed in a room. You're not going through turns and tunnels and that type of thing. Their regular room is one room. You're not making turns. You're all in one room. So also, if you don't know other people and if you do not book up to 10 people, there is a possibility that if your team does not consist of 10 people, you could be booked with additional people. We personally were not. It was just our group of people that we came with. But if you do not make it up to 10 people, they do have the disclosure to add people to your team. So keep that in mind. It's not pricey. They do every once in a while offer Groupons, or you can find coupons out online. We did not personally have a coupon. We paid the regular price, the full price. But if you pay the full price, it is approximately $25 to $30 per person. No discount on children. However, children less than the age of 4 are free because, well, they're not solving any riddles. They can't do anything. They're really in the way. But I'm just being honest with you. The room that we went into, there are typically 4 rooms, and I guess they switch them out every once in a while. It is considered somewhat difficult. It was called pathogen, and so you're not locked. That's what I said. I was going to go into detail. You're not locked, meaning you're locked together, or the Saw type of a movie type of a thing. If you ever want to come out and you say, hey, I'm done, you have a walkie-talkie. You can leave if you want to. It's a regular door. You just open the door and walk out. But there are different type of locks, and prior to them telling you the riddle or whatever that you're going to be solving, they go through a little demonstration to show you what type of locks that you will come into in the room, so that you know how to operate a lock, and because they have different type of locks in there. So your goal is that you might come across different locks that will obviously give you other clues in the room. But besides finding the essence to unlocking those locks, you're also solving some type of clue or crime. And so you're also trying to find something else that you're trying to come to the conclusion of. Yes, you're trying to find these how to unlock the lock, but you're also trying to come to the conclusion of whatever it is mystery that you're trying to solve. So it takes an analytical brain. Yes, it takes a wise brain as far as finding the locks, but then it also takes an analytical brain as far as what is it that we're solving. They're not helping you. So if you're one of those people that you need to know, what do we do next? Now what? Now what? What's the directions? So what do we do now? You're not going to like this. It's you figure it out. So if you need to know what now and then what and now what, if you need to be shown step by step by step by step, this is not for you. Don't waste your $30. Stay at home and play you a board game where they give you step by step directional pieces and you can feel comfortable with your easy board game. And I'm not being funny. That wasn't a jab. This is just not your adventure. You're not going to enjoy yourself. And I'm just being honest with you. It's a lot of thinking. And now, if you are a thinker and you like to truly use your, this muscle up here and you like to think outside the box and you really do like to challenge yourself, this is for you. Myself, my daughter, our oldest daughter, and even the 12-year-old, she enjoyed it. Now, my husband, it's not that he did not like it. His exact words were, this is a thinking game. He did enjoy himself. Even with the 1.5-year-old, we had a good time. It was fun. She did get kind of bored in there. Obviously, it was in full hour that you are in the room, or I should say you're giving an hour. Your goal is to beat the hour. It took us an hour. Your goal is to beat the hour. But we did get to the point of almost solving it, but we did not solve it. So I'm just going to be honest with you. But it was fun. I would do it again. I would definitely do it without a 1.5-year-old with just only adults. But it was definitely interesting. 100% would do it again. Would definitely recommend it. I would recommend it without a toddler. I would definitely recommend it for people who like to think and challenge themselves. As I just said, if you're not a thinking person, this is not for you. Don't waste your time. But outside of that, have a good time. Enjoy yourself. And hopefully it's something that you like to do. So once again, DemButlers coming to you. Hope it's something that you all would prefer to do. And 100% would recommend it. Would recommend it as a group challenge and would recommend it about that age bracket of I would probably say junior high and above. Definitely it's that age bracket. Anybody less than junior high, they're probably not going to enjoy themselves. It might be a little too challenging for them. Thanks for listening.